want to bring a lot of stuff from them because they are the best team in the world. So I would say it's Navi, the comparison team.
All right, here we go. paiN Gaming up against Party Astronauts. Map number 2 on Overpass. A map that, as we mentioned, paiN has struggled on as of late and decided not to play it as much as they used to once Nithon joined the roster, going 1 and 2 on it. paiN going to get taken down by PKL, though. Good push from PKL. In fact, all of paiN going for some aggression here. Over on the Party Astronauts side, though, they played 9 times over the last 3 months, 6 wins, 3 losses. One of those losses coming in EPL. In fact, 2 of them coming in EPL, but they still have 120 rounds, 408 rounds against Frey, plus 12 round differential. Last time they were here, it was paiN and paiN up against Movistar Riders, dropping 18 frags apiece. Now it's Janji to get the trade on Nithon, and still a chance here for the Party Astronauts to come back here in this pistol round. Look at the space DJ's
yeah, 4v4.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ's gained a lot of space, too. He could even catch Hardzow or Big U off guard, but Big U's got the right idea to clear out Big, and he's got the shot, too. Perfect dime onto DJ, but the bomb can go back towards B from Party Astronauts. DJ was kind of a distraction here. They weren't sold on the A idea. They're going to run it back towards B. PKL has to stand tall, though. He's already got one opener. Rotations are going to come back towards B very quickly. Fast rotations here on Overpass as Party Astronauts sprint onto site. Viz gets stuck, but he's got one. Hardzow, however, answers with another. The bomb has to go down here, but it's been dropped in the open. Not recovered either. paiN's running around, trying to find these players that he needs to find, but he's all in a 1v3 now. He's got the first. The Glock might not be the best gun, and time is against him. Time is ticking. He's got a second, but he cannot find Big Uzetta. 1-0. paiN win their first pistol round of this series. And it's a big one.
And kind of a shame that DJ goes down, excuse me, in the engagement in bank. If he gets even one, that's mission accomplished, because then he would get the information that of how many paiN players were actually there, and maybe the Party Astronauts could have gone for a quicker hit towards the B site. As it stands, though, Party Astronauts cannot recover. paiN alone made a nice effort of it, but in a 1v3 with the block, it just was not enough. Now paiN going to be trying to charge through a Molotov. In fact, does. Goes down to 52 HP, and the Party Astronauts with only 4 Glocks, a P250, a flashbang, and a prayer are hoping to find some success here into this round. And when I say success, I mean a bomb plant.
That would be nice for the Party Astronauts, although getting a bomb plant is not going to be easy for them. Plenty of people to avoid on the paiN Gaming side, as there's 3 SMGs ready for him. One of those is going to go forward. That's Hardzow, who had a nice nuke performance. He's going to try and continue that here on Overpass. Not over-aggressing, though, does not want to run into too many different pistols, and that's exactly why the ding takes him down to 18 HP, but he's still going to hold his line. Big U's chimed in for another as well, and surfing through the air, paiN alone to his doom. Flawless anti-eco here from paiN. And Party Astronauts will have to buy up yet again here, but we can watch this again, how Hardzow doesn't overextend. He plays this discipline. He also has Big U helping out from lane. He knows this, so he's just going to hold the line, wait this out, and in the end, that's all he needed to do.
Yeah, so here come the Party Astronauts with almost a full-on buy-up here. We'll have a Galil, 4 AKs, and full utility on 3 players. paiN alone and Janji are going to be charging up through Playground, and a flashbang is thrown into Party to clear that out. And Party Astronauts have at least gained the space into long A, and soon to be mid, maybe. I mean, Nithon is waiting there at short A with the MP9, and he does have the support of Bigu with the FAMAS, but because the way the economy works right now, and the fact that paiN are on to a bonus round, it will be slightly to the advantage of the Party Astronauts up against 3 MP9s and 2 FAMASs. Janji coming through here with the AK. And he will make life difficult for Nithon. I like the fact that paiN are going for these up close and personal angles. Their advantage with the MP9. Oh, Janji, too soon! Too soon on the trigger there with the AK. Nithon comes around with the trade, but luckily for Janji, his teammates are up to the task. They get 2 frags, get the man advantage, and charge on forward towards this A site. But Nikiza's still hiding out here towards short A, takes down DJ, and evens out the numbers. Then connects on the nade on Viz, finds himself a frag on paiN, and that leaves only Viz hanging hanging on by a thread, and paiN alone on his back. It's a good read by them at the very least. This should secure a bomb plant with the rotation to the B site, but it could have been a lot better for them in terms of manpower.
And even if Party Astronauts win this in a 1v1 situation, one guy survives, it's going to be terrible for their money overall, and paiN are going to have a full buy. So it's not a good situation for Party Astronauts regardless. Even if they came 2 alive, they're still going to be, I think, at a disadvantage monetarily coming into the next round. So paiN, they've done quite a bit on their bonus, and there's still a significant chance they can convert this. A Molotov, 2 smokes to work with, and with Viz on 3 HP, that MP9 becomes a very clear threat to him and his lifestyle. They're going to drop out of heaven. They still have the Molotov. That's going to go towards short. Perfect placement. That's going to be the high HP player. paiN alone kept out of this one. Hard Zao mows down Viz onto the bomb. Defusing. The spray has to be perfect. It has to connect. It will! paiN alone sprays them both down. Doesn't let go of Mouse 1. And Party Astronauts will survive this round. Let's watch this again, though. He's just going for everything. He's hoping and praying. And he just got lucky enough that they were both in the line of fire.
Honestly, paiN couldn't have played that better. That was a great retake. They closed out the gap towards sandbags, found the low HP player in Canal, and then went for the defusal with one player guarding the bomb diffuser, and just paiN with the perfect spray down. I mean, yeah, both sides doing a good job, and paiN just wins the day. Excuse me, paiN just wins the day and finds the first round for his Party Astronaut squad. 5v4 now early on, though, for paiN as the DJ with ball. Big has an edge here. He finds one, but not the second. He accidentally pulls with the utility instead of perhaps the pistol, and Janji will take him down. Now Janji going to swing on forward towards Sade. Almost catches off the Opera Knife on. PKL's there to support and ensures that his big green can survive a little bit longer to get the frag on paiN. Now it's all up to Janji, but Janji finds himself a 2K. He grabs the AWP. Doesn't realize how close a player is. Heard the bullets fly on by, but Hard Zao is right there as well to take him down. So paiN strike right on back and get a third round.
Good strike back from paiN. Party Astronauts go into that round. Almost, not quite a necessary one, but at least to keep momentum in their favor as they finally got something going on Overpass. And Nuke, after the start, was pretty much paiN's map. I mean, really, after that 5-0 start, paiN controlled it from start to finish at that point. So, for Party Astronauts, they need to get good things going. Janji's going to hero AK too. This is an interesting call. He had about 4K in the bank, and he goes straight for the AK purchase and armor. A MAC-10 might have served him a little bit better in terms of a buy next round, but it's the call they want to make. They want to let Janji frag out with it. That AK labeled, I'm an entry. Run boost over long, and they're going to have Janji peek after. But there's nobody here. It's a long passive hold from Nithon. It's a great decision, too. It does not want to get overwhelmed by pistols, something that Party Astronauts definitely could try here. And for him to just be playing passive, doesn't have any support, it's the right call for that Opper. Big U in towards Divider, keeping an eye on the other part towards A. paiN playing this disciplined, playing this well. That's the only problem, and it doesn't connect. That shot needed to kill Nithon. So now, the jig is up, and paiN, they can start going aggressive towards B.
Party Astronauts rotating their players towards short bathrooms and short A. DJ? Perhaps leading the charge here. Gonna have a boost to the AK. Don't mind this. And Janji will find the frag on PKL. It opens up the space. They're gonna try charging on through. Big is right there to drop another frag here. He's up to now 6, but will go down to DJ's pistol. That said, still a chance for the Party Astronauts. Nithon makes it a little bit better, but a touchdown from DJ. He makes it a 2v2 and 2v1. Janji's doing work with that AK. You questioned him a little bit, but he's been key here as this bomb goes down, and Nikias makes it a 1v1. Nekis coming around the corner here. He's potentially got the edge, but no, Janji is tucked around that corner. Nikias going on the aggressive. He wants to close the gap here, and he gets the wall bang spray. Knew Janji was there as he poked the shoulder out, and that will be the round. Nikias just wants to grab the big green and get the round for his squad. Still, what a great effort from the Party Astronauts in the round they didn't bring much into.
Yeah, the bomb plat will let Janji get an AK into the neck, so great damage done by Janji. Good support from the rest of the team, and the hero AK works out well. It doesn't quite equate to a win, but they definitely did more damage, I think, than they were expecting. The bomb plant is what they were hoping for. Party Astronauts coming out of that one with a leg up, paiN alone going straight for his op 2 will have no utility. Janji limited to only a smoke, but the money on paiN has now been broken.
Yeah.
It's a reset round for both of these two teams. It's a complete and total swing. And if Party Astronauts are able to claim this can definitely get them into this game early, into this map early. But for paiN, it's also a chance to really establish dominance here in the early portions of this half and shut down the Party Astronauts before they can get their wheels turning again. Nithon a little more aggressive out towards long, boosted up on Flowers this time. I think he did the self-boost. He's going to fall away now and maybe even rotate. No, he'll still hold, a little more passive. But paiN, they're not going really aggressive on the CT side at all. In fact, this round is even more passive than the last, which is surprising considering they know that Party Astronauts aren't going to swarm them with pistols this time.
1:05 remaining on the clock. Party Astronauts need to be careful of Bigu. It's been very dangerous. Hardzao as well. Here on Overpass, Viz peering around from Connector towards the B site now. We'll see what the Party Astronauts decide on. They seem a little hesitant to go back towards that A site. And looks to be indeed a hit to B as the bomb is leading the charge there. 38 seconds left. The execute's going to come through. They still have enough utility to get a good portion of the site isolated. Okay. Waits for the push, and then he gets rewarded for his patience. Neck is dropped. Now a man advantage means the Party Astronauts need to move in and fast. Only 23 seconds left. Hardzao and Pikial get a couple. There's the man advantage disappearing, and Bentley TK's Janji. Hardzao and Nithon clear up the rest, and that will be a 5th for paiN. So again, Party Astronauts, I mean, they get the man edge, and I do admire their patience, but they waited a little bit too long to get the XU going, Austin.
That's something we've seen a lot over this season of Challenger League, actually. Not just the Party Astronauts, but pretty much every team we've seen has liked to burn down that clock very, very low. And it does lead into those situations. Not the first time we've seen that for Party Astronauts, and we saw that from paiN earlier too. So Party Astronauts, they get punished a little bit, and their swing goes into the favor of paiN. The pendulum goes their way. And Hardzao opened things up on with that kill onto Viz. Nithon tagged down quite low, but Big U's got his back. I thought might have fallen, but it should be a mop-up job for the rest of this paiN squad, except for that fact. DJ's just swung it from behind, and Ben's tapping away out long. The Tech 9 under control. That's impressive in and of itself, leading to a 2v2 situation where Party Astronauts can definitely pull this off. They have armor, they have utility, and they have time. This position from Nikiz, though, in towards Khan, is something that can basically give all the information paiN need. The one spot the Party Astronauts can go unseen is through T-spawn. And even then, Nikiz could hear them running around.
DJ. Along with Ben. Looking to move on to this A site. 44 seconds left. Hardzao's in a really prime position to deny this, and there you go. Ben Lee gonna get domed, and only DJ left standing. Hardzao, his position known, doesn't even matter. He's up to double digits. 12 frags for himself with the 3K on the round. Leads the server, and really has paved the way for another potentially dominant half here for paiN Gaming on their CT side, this time on Overpass.
Yeah, Overpass is the CT set map, but this is almost reminiscent of how strong paiN were on their CT nuke.
Exactly.
And again, we've talked about this too. paiN have not exactly been playing Overpass much. They haven't had that much success on the map either. They're looking very comfortable right now. Aside from that, that's an awkward engagement. No. Nithon is lucky to get out of there alive.
Well, the thing is, he has Ben to thank, because Ben team flash Janji. That's not the best coordination on that one.
Yep, and that's going to tilt Janji a little bit too, understandably so, but hopefully they can keep the emotions in check. Yeah. I like this short play too from paiN. They're just kind of going together and eliminating one angle. Sure, they can give up sight, but can Party Astronauts really get any plants down? No, paiN still has an angle covered. Still have their player in towards water as well. That's the opportunity they needed to get that kill into Hardzao. Now it's all going to collapse. Party Astronauts running in towards this site, but it's all kills going the way of paiN. The last two stuck behind the smokes and back towards Monster. And there's no real road out of this for them. paiN alone peeks and he gets domed. DJ sprayed down through the smoke. 7-1 the score line. And, well, it could have been a lot better for the Party Astronauts
is-
had that flash actually connected onto Nithon and not onto Janji.
Well,
But that seems to be more of a symptom than it does to be a disease.
I mean, just the fact of the matter is, even without the flashbang, if you don't throw it, Nithon whiffed completely on the first shot. So,
Yep.
I mean, if Janji's not blinded, it's an easy trade, no question. He had so much time to recover. Yeah, but that's pretty much the round right there. Party Astronauts, honestly, on Overpass against Movistar Riders, their T side was lacking in a lot of ways, and I thought maybe that was because Viz wasn't there, but it's kind of the same story right now. You know, in these 8 rounds, their T sides looked a little disjointed. They made too many mistakes, and paiN Gaming is doing much better on the aim duels. There's really no doubt about that. And now Party Astronauts are going to have 3 Tech 9s, the P250, and the AK. And again, like, obviously, Party Astronauts, they got jet lag. Viz still has to reintegrate himself into the roster, right? Because just because you're back to playing with your regular 5, he wasn't there for the entire season with them either. So it's kind of like going back and forth between subs, and now, of course, Viz is the permanent 5th. So they just have to find their rhythm, especially on their T sides. Ben Leet and Janji are going to move into here from Fountain towards connector. Flashbang going to get thrown by paiN to open up a little bit of space through short A, but maybe they just want to go down connector and make that noise, and in fact that is the decision. Like I said, Nikiz and Hardzour waiting here. There's the run and gun Tech 9 doing the damage. They don't expect a second though, and Nikiz will take advantage of that to get 2. At least DJ finds the trade, makes it a 3v3, but look at this. The bomb needs to move its way towards this B site, and it's still on the ground. Party Astronauts a little hesitant to recover it. I think they just want to make sure no one's going to come in on the flank, and now Viz is going to grab that bomb.
Bomb recovered, but can they recover this round is the better question. Party Astronauts have floundered in Overpass. They took a nosedive on Nuke. No other option besides to win this map and the next to secure this series, but DJ, that's a good opener. Now's the time for the Party Astronauts to heat up. Nithon spots the gun barrel, swings out and drops the bomb. Time now ticking to 30. Nithon sitting around behind the wall on site. He's got support from above. Now it's all on his shoulders. Spots the jump, sidearm out, taps away, and he's got DJ. Nithon pulls up the clutch, makes up for his transgressions around to go. And paiN Gaming continue to put the pressure on. They continue to eliminate any chance Party Astronauts have to win rounds. It's the individuals in a lot of cases that are doing it alone for paiN, and now the money, yeah, you can buy up for Party Astronauts. They're going to call another timeout. But what do they do from this situation? How do they make this work? Because when they go aggressive, they seem to get punished. When they wait it out, they get punished. Nothing's working for them right now, and it's a very hard spot to be in. Maybe blitz through con. I think that's the one thing they haven't tried yet. At least not since they were on pistols, or round number 3. I think that's the one thing they haven't really gone for.
I think in that round, you just unnecessarily send a second player jumping onto the bomb site. You know, it just could have stayed sandbags. The bomb was already down there, wasn't it? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe he had the bomb on his back.
It was on site.
Okay.
It was on site.
So it wasn't jumping with the bomb, so I don't understand that move. You know, you haven't cleared out walkway yet, so there could be a player there, and indeed there was, and Nithon wins the 1v2. And I think there have been 2 or 3 rounds that the Party Astronauts should have had and just aren't closing out. That's the biggest issue. So we go in here. Janji, spot out one and sprays a few rounds from the AK. No damage done on the paiN side, and they're going to fall off their aggression. I like the buddy system that paiN is using on this on their pushes, right? They always seem to have 2 players together. In this case, it's Nithon and Bigu supporting each other. And Nithon kind of channeling maybe a little bit of safe there in that 1v2 clutch. Safe, always known for coming through in clutch situations with the big green. And Nithon's been playing, as mentioned, some very solid Counter-Strike for paiN over the last 3 BO3s in Challenger League. DJ peering around from T-spawn, and just some default positions being held now from the Party Astronauts. They're going to move away from it here as Janji's trying to gain this space, but look where Bigu is. He is trying to catch the Party Astronauts off guard, who don't necessarily have that much map control yet. And there's the peek from Bigu, opening frag again, going paiN Gaming's way.
And they don't over-aggress off of these either. I love how you mentioned the buddy system, because it's something I've been loving from paiN throughout this series, and it's just really good discipline. It works out well. The trades will be there for you consistently. play that way. Biggie's blinded, and it's not going to stop him either. Sprays down DJ through the smoke. paiN alone, nothing he can do but watch his teammates hit the dirt. He and Ben, though, bringing this back to a 2v2. Hold up, Ben's got another, and the in-game leader's heating up again. He had a hero play on Nuke to give Party Astronauts some life. They'll get the bomb down in the nick of time, but the nade will bring it to a 1v1. Ben cannot use his clutch prowess. In this round, it's all down to paiN alone now. 30-year-old Talon drops back towards lane, has the op in hand, bomb ticking away. Niki's no more utility after he sent that HE flying. Not going to over-aggress either, but he has to he has to clear forward. Time, becoming an enemy of paiN and an ally of Party Astronauts. Niki's out towards Divider, has to swing and hit the shot. paiN goes too high, but is there time for Niki's to sprint back? I believe. No, there's no time. paiN's done enough. He survived. And it finally goes back into the favor of Party Astronauts after a long, long time. But look how Ben just charges forward on the site, gets a 3K, and gives paiN alone the opportunity to seal off the round.
Yeah, that was incredible work by Ben coming through onto that A site. It looked like it was just going to be another round going paiN's way, but like you mentioned, the IGL forcing his way back into that round and giving the Party Astronauts a second. The thing is, they need to get 2 in a row. Obviously, remember that first round that they found when it was a bonus for paiN? It looked good, like things might go trending back in their direction, but then they were immediately isolated, and paiN's been on quite a run since that point. Now the Party Astronauts end it, but look at this. They leave connector open, and Big U capitalizes 1-2, almost a third, but Viz manages to connect with the Galil to ensure that Big U goes down. But again, it's just been opening frags, going paiN's way, round after round after round. Nython with the AWP. In towards short A. And, well, the Party Astronauts are going to make an adjustment here. Have to be careful. But it looks like there is an opening here towards the sandbags for them to move in for them to move in from, excuse me. However, I mean, this is dangerous, right? Because if you go in towards Monster, Nekis has a huge advantage. Now they're even setting up a potential crossfire if Hardzao peeks here. They're not going to expect Nekis at all. He is just going to have trigger discipline here. What a patient and excellent play. There's one and a second. Bomb down. Nekis swings around to try and find the third because he knows he's there. paiN alone has been left hanging out to dry. Can't speak. But Nython, well, he's just trying to finish the job here. paiN won't survive. And sooner or later, it will be the round because either from the time or from paiN taken down. And there it is. Hardzao finds the final frag, 9-2 in favor of paiN.
Yeah, it's the sneaky peeky play from Niki's. It's really the final nail in the coffin, but that initial double spray down doesn't make life easy for the Party Astronauts. Things continue to spiral out of their control, and their thrusters are failing to connect into the proper angles and get them back on track. Their orbit deteriorating, John. They're plummeting down to the ground. Another round, you can't expect them really to win. Pistols and some armor. Go at with what they have. But really, the way paiN have been challenging them on every corner, winning a lot of those critical opening duels, getting double spray downs in situations where you're not always going to get that, but paiN always seem to get that second spray. It's just a lot of mounting pressures and situations that are starting to dogpile on the Party Astronauts. The jet lag definitely has to be a factor. This round, though, looks like they're going to dry peek into Nython, and that doesn't usually end too well. He's on the receiving end of his big green gun, but he gets demolished on a... I almost feel like that was a double tap, because I don't know if a Tech 9 could take you down to 1 HP from that distance.
I think it was a body shot and a headshot. Anyway, Jonji's going to get one. Viz finds a second, but it's paiN again to respond when needed. Even though the space has opened up towards the A site, Hardzao immediately closes it. Shuts the door in the face of paiN alone and Ben Leet, and no bomb plant on the eco for Party Astronauts. paiN Gaming into double digits. They have a 10-2 lead. Now, I know for those of you who might be watching, Party Astronaut fans saying, oh man, why is everything going so poorly for them here on their T side? Well, don't fret, because they were down 13-2 up against the Movistar Riders and ended up coming back, almost pulling off the comeback and hitting 10 rounds total in that 1. So don't count them out yet. And of course, there are still 3 rounds left to play here. Nithon pushing up aggressively. And again, this is part of the problem for the Party Astronauts, though, is they haven't really been able to deal with the push from paiN Gaming, getting information up fountain early on. And again, here, opening frag goes paiN's way. Bentley gets spotted out. And it's just really tough for them. They're going to try and make a quick play towards the B site now. Nikiz gets 1 and the 2nd, even though he's flashbang. No one has died yet for paiN, and it might end that way as pone alone is stranded. And, well, ironically enough, alone. PKL will get the last one, and paiN take an 11-2 lead.
It's a flawless anti-gun round. Nikiz holding the line and holding Mouse 1 on that secondary spray. And paiN, again, starting these rounds off with the man advantage. Because they consistently start off with that leg up, it makes things so much easier moving forward. This should be a 12th for them too. Pistols and armor again for the Party Astronauts. And unless they can surprise paiN, pick up a couple of guns and make a round out of this, a 12-3 is going to be the best the Party Astronauts can hope for. It's a big difference between a 12 and 3, a 10-5, and 11-4.
Yep.
With each extra round that CT said will get, the more exponentially impossible it gets to win this map. And Party Astronauts, they picked into this map, had confidence, but that confidence I think was a little shaken on Nuke. And the way this has started out has completely ruptured it open. Big U's in Divider, and he should probably split the Red Sea here. But they're going to go down towards B instead. Still 3 players there waiting. PKL going for the jump spots. Should spot something out once that door opens towards Con. And it's all a matter of time before the Party Astronauts flood into the kill box. That is going to be the B site. John G will not get the opening pick either, just yet at the very least, because PKL falls back, throws that molly, just buys more time. They're going to have to rush through this. They're going to charge on in, but there's AKs here. They're spraying away. PKL 1, 2, more kills here from Hard Zao. PKL still making his name known, and only 1 left for Viz, and PKL with 4. Hard Zao with that 1. Flawless back-to-back for paiN, and I mean, if I'm paiN, I'm doing that too. They're feeling great.
He's feeling really good, just spamming away with the 5-7 afterwards. The BM against the Party Astronauts. Of course, someone on the PA side known for that BM, so perhaps paiN trying to get a little revenge for past matches. Who knows if there's some bad blood here. But it's 12-2 for paiN, looking to make it 13-2 on the half, and well, match the scoreline that Movistar Riders pulled off against Party Astronauts as well right here on this map. Jonji gets connected on for a little bit of damage, down to 73 HP. PKL down 59, and Jonji finally, there it is, an opener for the Party Astronauts into the round to make it a 5v4. Viz still waiting here on connector. And lots of damage done here against the Party Astronauts. That's the problem with Jonji down to 26 and now down to 0. paiN have evened up the numbers.
4v4 should in theory favor the Party Astronauts, but not much has been favoring them throughout this series. Nithon's going to go try and get the man advantage. He'll do just that. Almost gets the second, but Ben quicker on the trigger. Ben's been a bit of a bright spot for the Party Astronauts as of late, but needs a lot more to be able to get anything going. 3v3, Big U takes the shot. It will not connect. The bomb can stroll up lane towards the A side where Big U is the last man standing. They're going to train up towards A here. They're going to try and make their presence known. The Molotov will buy time for rotations, though. PKL is going to make the trek up the stairs. Party Astronauts almost have to commit towards A2 given the time and the way they're positioned. They're going to throw all the utility. They're going to charge on through. With 2 players here, paiN should have this on lock, especially if Big U hits that shot. But he's running distraction. He still hits the first. PKL's in one and done, but he's got the opening duel. 1, traded back. But DJ, wait, he's got another. He has time. No, he doesn't. What? But he got the kill. He has the kill on the flanker. Hard Zao should get that, but he doesn't. We're going to cut to that break, and we'll be back.
The most annoying to play against could be Falcon. Again, because they know how we play, we know how they play, we know well each other, so the matchup can be difficult every time. So yeah, and we are French. That's a derby.
I don't remember the team name to be honest, but there is one team from Hong Kong, I guess. He play pretty aggressive and unpredictable. Caught us off guard a lot of times. but I don't really remember the name, but it's pretty annoying to play against.
The most annoying team to play against would probably be paiN. paiN, they were even after they lost Safe, paiN was a very annoying team to play against. They're always all their players are insane, and they're always doing something that catch you off guard. Yeah, honestly, we've struggled with paiN a few times, so I think paiN is probably the most annoying team to play against, just based on their play style.
It's of course static for us. I don't know how, but every match so close against them in extra situations are so good. I don't know how, but yeah.
I think the most annoying team in the ESL Challenger is also Entropic, because they're top 9 team in the world, I guess. So yeah, I think they have also like the most annoying style because they are playing aggressive, but when situation is like needed, they are playing calm and trying to make everything step by step.
I think the most annoying team to play against is gonna be paiN, because it's gonna be a Brazilian match, and it's always a tough match to play. Brings a lot of struggle with this, and I would say them.
All right, let's jump into it here, guys. Party Astronauts up against paiN Gaming. paiN has a 1-0 lead in terms of maps and a massive lead going to the second half here. 12-3 in their favor. Could have easily been 13-2, but DJ pulls off the 1v3 clutch with I think only something like 12 seconds left in the round. So paiN Gaming just got a little too eager on that final peak. That said, they played an excellent first half of action, so you can't really hold that against them. Let's see if the Party Astronauts can channel that strong CT-sided energy that they've had, well, both here and going back to that Movistar Riders matchup in EPL. John G and Viz double peeking here, and there we go. John G opens things up in the second half with that frag on Hard Zal. That said, paiN Gaming are going to gain a ton of space in towards long, and, well, we'll see if Party Astronauts make the adjustment. They could end up on a flank or We'll have to wait and see. I think it'd be best if they tried to get back to the A side proper, but Nikiz is going to clean the clock at DJ, and that evens things out at a 4v4, and then he finds a follow-up. That said, Janji waiting at party, trying to find two of his own, but it's going to be the rest of his team falling by the wayside except for Ben. PKL charging up. They want to win this duel or at least chase Janji away, and they will be successful in that. Great call and read as well, because the B side has been vacated and they should be able to get the plant, but Janji's going to rotate around. There is going to be a player waiting for him. Let's see if they can win that duel, and no, Janji gets it. 2v2, charges on forward. Can he flick to the head of Nithon? Down to 6 HP. Janji, no, goes down. 2v1. Ben going to have to clutch this with only 20 seconds left. Ben peering around, looks towards walkway. Bomb needs to be planted by paiN, though. They're waiting till the very last moment. Ben has a chance to isolate the 1v1 here with Big U, but he can do it, in fact, but Nithon will take him down 13-3 in favor of paiN, who do find the round, even though, I mean, Party Astronauts found the opening frag.
Yeah, they did, but it still wasn't able to be converted in the end. Janji really doing it all for Party Astronauts that time, and it was not enough. If he gets that fourth, they probably were able to win. Ben with a nice headshot, but he wasn't able to make that second. paiN now 3 rounds away. Party Astronauts have no choice but to keep on forcing. They have to buy whatever they can and give themselves whatever chance possible to not drop rounds. Party Astronauts need rounds very, very quickly, and they need to stack them together. It all starts with this force buy, a couple of deagles, a 5.7, an M4, and a FAMAS. One notable omission, though, from their overall buy-up is the lack of a defuse kit, and that is something that hurt them back on Nuke, and it's something that can definitely hurt them here on Overpass. I guess the name of the game for them right now is just don't let them plant, or else things are definitely going to go against them. paiN working around the map, though. Not really committing anywhere. Starting to feel out towards A, though. A little boost over the map on A site from Party Astronauts. But as it stands, paiN should be ending wherever they feel the most comfortable. They don't need to push anywhere, really. They can just feel out, try and bait out utility, but there's not really much of that left for PA.
No. In fact, only 2 pieces. A flash and a smoke in Viz's hands, and they've tried to slow up paiN. I mean, there's 40 seconds left, so hopefully, for Party Astronauts' sake anyway, the flash and the smoke will be enough. paiN deciding to go to the B site. Execute's going to come to the 30-second mark, and here they charge on in. Ben Lead waiting at Toxic. He's got Viz with him. Has to hit the shots. Viz does, and Ben Lead follows up with another one. That said, paiN still has the bodies, and Nithon and Nikiz are going to do the work. Nithon with 2, and then paiN goes down to Nikiz. Even though it was looking kind of nice for the Party Astronauts, it's down to Janji, who's going to swing around and try to find the bomb planter, spamming with the deagle, but can't connect for anything. Janji ends up going out and cleaned out by the MAC-10 of Nekiz. paiN Gaming get up to a 14th, and this is the type of round you want to see Party Astronauts pull off, because they had a 4v2, but it's Nithon again to come through and clutch it out for them. Nekiz is excited. He's just shaking his head up and down. He's got 21 frags leading the charge, and Hard's out right behind him, Austin, with 20.
Yeah, they've definitely been huge for that squad. Big U as well at 17. So everyone pulling their weight on paiN Gaming side. Nithon with the clutch factor. I think that's been his biggest impact, is just pulling up with the clutches. And for paiN overall, it's just what they want to be doing as the playoffs heat up. Janji goes aggressive, and he gets traded out. But now Nekiz will get 2. PKL has 1. The B side is theirs. The bomb yet to be collected. DJ sitting in con, wondering what in the world just happened. And now wondering why he just did that. Hardzao was waiting for him the entire time. And paiN alone on his favorite gun is going to try and get something done. But even if he manages 1 kill, 2 kills, there's still 2 more for paiN. They're not going to push him either. He has no idea where they are. If he can get an AK, he'd be very happy. But the first contact is a MAC-10. He'll demolish PKL, but the Molotov will force him away, and this might just be paiN alone calling it quits in the round. He can go at it again next time, maybe playing towards con with it. Would be a good idea, but he's still going to fight. But not for long. Nithon puts him down 15-3. paiN Gaming looking to punish here on their opponent's map pick. And really, this is paiN showing up for the playoffs, and Party Astronauts about to get spaced.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what happened to paiN last season, where they faced off against Carpe Diem, or then RBG, in the opening round of the playoffs and lost that one. Carpe Diem are looking quite solid. They're a great playoff team, are Carpe Diem, and I think they might also get the first round victory tonight, but that one's still ongoing. But paiN this time, like I mentioned, a little slow out of the gate, as you would expect with Nithon coming through to replace Safe, but man, oh man, have they looked good as of late, and they continue to look good. 15-3, and it's going to be back and forth here. At least the Party Astronauts gaining the man advantage, but DJ doesn't survive long. Nithon comes out, finds him, evens things out at 3v3, and hardware-wise, it will be an edge to paiN with the 3 AKs versus the 2 A1Ss and the FAMAS. But Viz is waiting here on the A site. Bomb still not recovered by paiN. Might want to look for one more frag, and an engagement could come through here as Viz is getting quite aggressive. And you see PKL along with Nithon looking to get a crossfire. Or at the exact same time. Oh, paiN comes in at the wrong time. PKL waiting for him. And then Viz manages to get 2. 2v1. There you go. Viz has been very quiet here on Overpass, but he does recover after paiN gets dropped to give his team a chance of staying in this one. Big Uzera, last one. Viz has it lined up, hits a couple of shots, actually only one to get Bigu down to 88, and that will give Bigu a chance to gain some space. Smoke going to be thrown, Molotov into bank, and he's going to try and get this plant.
He'll be successful with the plant, but can he be successful in the round? Ben's already here in bathrooms, and Bigu's not looking. Ben spots out the white vest, and he'll get the backstab. PKL caught with a molly in hand, and that's what enables Viz to get that double. He gets the free kill onto the first and flicks over for the second. It's a long road for the Party Astronauts. It is a mountain. It is more than a mountain. It is a trip around the world for them. And for them to be able to pull this one off, it would be nothing short of incredible. It would be historic, at least in this level of play. Also in the playoffs, they need still 11 more rounds to go. They would need 12 straight rounds to take us to overtime. Nikias is actually limited to a deagle, though, which is quite interesting. Everybody else has full buys. Party Astronauts with AKs picked up. 4 on 2 and a FAMAS on 1. It's going to be John G with the rifle, and paiN slowing things down a little bit, getting their con control, but not over peaking. Party Astronauts, of course, probably going to be a little passive in their own right, as they can't really afford to lose any more rounds, so they're going to play a little more disciplined. Although sometimes you do have to take a risk, you have to take a hit to make a play. paiN, though, they know this. Everything in their advantage. They don't need to over-aggress, they don't need to overthink, they just need to play their game. Oh, nice. And Nithon does his, boosted up over top. And the opening pick goes the way of paiN, as it has so many times throughout this series.
Yeah, when you get that opening pick, you typically give yourselves a 69 to 70% chance of pulling off the round. So it is very, very important. 52 seconds left on the clock here. Ben Leet peeking around, looking for some information. And well, he's going to get it soon because paiN's going to have to make their move. They're sending 3 players into water. Bigu. Not going to take that open engagement. Going to be PKL. And Viz, who was important in that previous round, now going to be tested once more. Here comes paiN charging on 4. Viz gets 1 a second. Perhaps the third is in the cards indeed, but it's actually Ben who drops Nekiz 4v2 in favor of the Party Astronauts. Hartzau, who's been a star for his squad here, does get 1 in a second, and right before that, Nithon dropped 1 as well. It's DJ, the last one standing. Even with the 2-man edge, the Party Astronauts again are having trouble hanging on to this B site. DJ, clutched it before at the end of that first half. Now he'll be tested again. Clearing out Canal first and gets the headshot. Nithon misses his. DJ, an opportunity, and he will do it once more, folks. DJ clutching the 1v2. 5th round secured for the Party Astronauts. They hang on by a thread.
It is a thin thread, and it is fraying. Hardzao and Nithon do everything but win that round. DJ up on top of the sight box, takes down the Opper. And Party Astronauts stay alive again. The buy cannot really come through from paiN either, so this is a good opportunity for Party Astronauts to rest a little bit and build up some bank. It'll be light pistols, no real armor. Actually, never mind, they got 4 vests now, and coming through the end of that. Tech 9, P250s on 4. And a couple of smokes and 2 flashbangs. Con play here from paiN, just looking to overwhelm anyone and upgrade some guns, get some kills most importantly, and a bomb plant if they can manage it. Jonji's relegated to a 5-7-2 as the train of paiN just keeps on running up through lane. They're going to push onto site. Viz with that high flash. DJ's up in truck, but he's now gets the face. He sprays away wildly, only able to connect on one. paiN alone comes through and he gets two. Jonji will spray down another as he picks up the fallen rifle of his teammate. And PKL walking up lane, the one player without armor for the paiN Gaming side. And he runs into paiN, who gets himself 3. Solid anti-eco there from Party Astronauts.
Yeah.
This is where the next test begins. The rifles are out again for paiN.
I mean, look, that's around that almost got scary. If Jonji goes down to the pistol, then it's like, oh boy, here comes paiN charging on forward. But luckily for Jonji and for the Party Astronauts, he stays alive. paiN alone comes through and does the damage as well with the big green, and that will be the round. So they hang in once more. Rifles are back for the paiN Gaming side, 2 Galils and 3 AKs. And they are once more going to look to get into this B site because it's going pretty well for them, but paiN alone delivers the opening salvo. That said, Nikiza immediately trades him out. Will he charge forward? No. He thinks about it and backs off to rejoin his teammate in Monster. They've already made the noise towards the B site. They're pulling out so much utility from the Party Astronauts that they only have 4 pieces left. 3 smokes and an HE. Party Astronauts going to have to be extremely careful with how they use this remaining utility. PKL over at Sandbags. 1 smoke's going to get tossed for Monster. That one makes sense. I like the call. They have a minute left to stretch this utility out. Maybe they're going to push through here, and they are.
What?
That's risky.
Especially now that Nikiz is aware of the fact that somebody could be pushing through. Hardzout's going to group up with him. They're going to spam it and do some damage. But it goes the way of Party Astros.
No.
But then Hardzout swings. Nikiz was all just bait. And they take it hook, line, and sinker. DJ drops Big U, and that's a good trade to a 2v2. But PKL's gone so far forward, and I don't know if Jonji spotted him. He looks to have. Now they're going to completely try and pincer in onto him from behind. It's Hardzout now with 3. DJ needs to clutch up again. He's kept them alive, and he sprays away wildly from heaven. Needs to be the guardian angel of Party Astronauts, and he's blinded out. They're going to double swing him. They're going to keep this angle on him. They're just going to hold. They're going to wait. And if they need to, they can double swing a peek there from PKL. Now they go for the double. They go for the pincer, and it's Hardzout with 4 to win the series for paiN Gaming. 16-4 on the final map. 16-10 on Nuke. And that was just overall domination from paiN after 5 in a row from Party Astronauts a map ago.
That's just